particles will start randomly moving more and more, and it becomes very difficult for adsorption. Accounts for what? It accounts for dissociation or association of the solute particles. Number of particles less, that means that particular option will have the highest freezing point. Higher the temperature, the particles start moving more randomly, they get more energy. Aluminium oxide is the one which is amphoteric in nature, and due to which adsorption becomes little difficult. So this is not a favorable condition. Welcome back, my dear students, to part 2 of Karnataka CET 2017 chemistry question paper. So we'll see the 21st question. Which of the following aqueous solution has highest freezing point? Option A, 0.1 molal Al2SO4 thrice, B, 0.1 molal BaCl2, C, 0.1 molal AlCl3, D, 0.1 molal NH4Cl. So here, if you observe the options, the molality is same for all of the aqueous solutions which they have given, but they are asking you which solution has highest freezing point. Highest freezing point. As the number of particles are going on increasing, there is depression in freezing point, correct? Read the question very clearly. Highest freezing point andre particles ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾ? It should be lesser. Number of particles less, that means that particular option will have the highest freezing point. As the particle is increasing, the freezing point is going on decreasing. Okay, I don't want which is having the lowest freezing point. I should have want the option which has got the highest freezing point. So we'll calculate the I for all the options. First one, it is Al2SO4 thrice. For this one, I value is 5. Okay, next we have BaCl2, I value will be equal to 3. Okay, then we have AlCl3. For this, I value is equal to 4, and we have NH4Cl, that is NH4 plus Cl minus I is equal to 2. So we have I is least for ammonium chloride, that means that will have the highest freezing point. Okay, so that is about question number 21. Next one, the Van 't Hoff factor I accounts for extent of solubility of a solute, extent of dissociation of a solute, extent of dissolution of a solute, extent of mobility of a solute. Van 't Hoff's factor I accounts for what? It accounts for dissociation or association of the solute particles. So option B, the rest are solubility, dissolution and mobility, which are the wrong options. Next one, when the pure solvent diffuses out of the solution through a semi-permeable membrane, then the process is called. Very clearly you have to understand the question here. Pure solvent is diffusing out of the solution. Solution in the pure solvent ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, it's diffusing out of the solution through a semi-permeable membrane, then the process is osmosis, reverse osmosis, sorption or dialysis. Sorption or dialysis is ruled out. Okay, diffusion of pure solvent out of the solution through what? Semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane, what? Osmosis or reverse osmosis? Which do you think is the correct answer? Pure solvent diffusing out of the solution anta helidre, that is reverse osmosis. Correct, no? It is reverse osmosis. Okay. Next one, The standard reduction potential at 298 Kelvin for the following half cell reaction is: for zinc half cell reaction it is minus 0.762 volt. For chromium Cr plus 3 accepting 3 electrons to give chromium, E naught is 0.740. For H plus accepting electron to give hydrogen gas, E naught is 0.0 volt. F2 plus electron giving 2F minus, E naught is equal to 2.87 volt. Which of the following is the strongest reducing agent? To know which is the strongest reducing agent, you have to just look into the values here. Correct? Yes. Options, what they have given? They have given zinc, they have given chromium, they have given hydrogen, then they have given fluorine. So what we are supposed to tell, which of the following is the strongest reducing agent? So from the values and from the reaction, what is the reaction which is happening? It is reduction reaction. They are accepting electrons, correct? So this is reduction potential. More negative reduction potential, it's a very strong reducing agent. What is it? More negative value of reduction potential, then it is a very strong reducing agent. So which is the most negative one? We have only one which is negative, 0.762 volt, which is for zinc. So it is option A is the correct answer. Okay. Next one. By passing electric current, NaClO3 is converted into NaClO4 according to the following equation. Equation kottidare. Okay. How many moles of NaClO4 will be formed when 3 Faradays of charge is passed through NaClO3? So first what we have to do here is calculate the oxidation number of chlorine. Okay, so what is it? NaClO3, it is reacting with water, you will get NaClO4 plus hydrogen gas is liberated. Now here what they are asking, how many moles of NaClO4 will be formed when 3 Faraday charge is passed? First I told you we will calculate the oxidation number. So oxidation number is plus 1 plus x plus minus 6 is equal to 0, x is equal to plus 5. So this is plus 5 and here it is plus 1 plus x plus minus 8 is equal to 0, x is equal to plus 7. So this is plus 7. The oxidation number is changing by how many units? By 2 units. That means to produce 1 mole of NaClO4, 2 Faraday charge was required. How much charge was required? 2 Faraday charge was required to produce 1 mole of NaClO4. Now ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? 3 Faraday charge ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So how many moles? So it is 3 by 2. 1.5 moles will be formed. So the option C is the correct answer. I hope you have understood. Next question. In the electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride solution, which of the half cell reaction will occur at anode? See, electrolysis of what? Aqueous sodium chloride solution. Aqueous sodium chloride solution alli I will have Na plus ions, Cl minus ion, H plus ion or H3O plus ion and OH minus ions. Correct? Now, which of the half reaction will occur at anode? If you know the fact, it is very easy to answer because it is from your NCERT textbook directly. Anode, anion will go. Anion, which are the anions? Chloride and OH minus. OH minus, so we don't write the reaction directly. We'll write it with H2O. So you have to see only those 2 reactions, that is Cl minus and H2O. What is the volt here? 1.36 volt. This is 1.23 volts. At anode, which is the one which will get liberated? When the E naught value is lower, that reaction will happen at anode. What is it? When the E naught value is lower, that reaction will happen. So according to that, oxygen should get liberated, but this is not getting liberated, we know, because it is kinetically slow reaction or concept of over potential you have heard. To get oxygen in anode, over potential is required. This potential will not be enough to oxygen for oxygen to be liberated. So of course, which will get liberated? Chlorine will get liberated. So option D is the correct answer. Correct? Next one. Which of the following statement is in accordance with Arrhenius equation? Arrhenius equation is K is equal to A into e to the power minus EA by RT. Okay. Now they are asking us, in accordance to this equation, which is the correct statement. Okay. So rate of the reaction increases with increase in temperature. Rate of the reaction increases with decrease in activation energy. Rate constant decreases exponentially with increase in temperature. Rate of the reaction does not change with the increase in activation energy. See, from this formula what you get to know is rate of the reaction formula no bekuntilla. What you have studied, if you remember also, it is enough. Activation energy reduces, rate of the reaction increases. That happens when we are adding catalyst also, correct? No. So what happens? Activation energy kammi adage rate of the reaction jasti agutte. So that is one point you have to remember. The second point is, when I increase the temperature, the rate of the reaction also increases, correct? That is according to this formula as well. So we have two correct answers here. Read the options very carefully. Rate of the reaction increases with increase in temperature, correct. Rate of the reaction increases with decrease in activation energy. This also is correct. Okay. Option C, rate constant decreases exponentially with increase in temperature. No, this is wrong. Rate of the reaction does not change with the increase in activation energy. No, that is also not correct. Okay, rate of the reaction is affected by activation energy. So we have two correct answers for this particular question. So the answer is A or B. Okay. Next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Okay. What is it? Incorrect. Yav tappanta nodbeku. The rate law for any reaction cannot be determined experimentally. This is the one which is wrong. But we'll read the other options also. Option B, complex reaction have fractional order. It can be. Bimolecular reaction involves simultaneous collision between the two species. It's absolutely right. Molecularity is only applicable for elementary reaction. That is also correct. This is wrong because rate law for any reaction cannot be determined. It can be determined experimentally. Correct? So option A is the wrong statement. Next one. 29th, for the reaction half A giving 2B, rate of disappearance of A is related to rate of appearance of B by the expression. So you need to get the expression between A and B in this format. So we'll write it directly instead of just looking into the options and then getting confused again. So it is minus. That is because the reactants always decreases, we put the negative sign, and half is there. When half comes in the denominator, 2 will go to the numerator, that is reciprocal I have to write. So 2 dA by dt is equal to 1 by 2 dB by dt. Correct? 2 ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 2s are 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So you will get the answer as 1 by 4 dB by dt. So which is the correct option? It is option B. That is minus dA by dt is equal to 1 by 4 dB by dt. I hope you have understood. Next question. The process which is responsible for the formation of delta at a place where river meets the sea is? River, colloidal solution. Sea, very rich in salt. Electrolyte. Electrolyte to colloidal solution ಹಾಕ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Coagulation will take place. So the answer is coagulation. The other options are colloidal formation, emulsification, peptidization. No, it is coagulation. Okay, next one. Hydrogenation of vegetable oil in the presence of finely divided nickel as a catalyst. The reaction is heterogeneous catalysis, homogeneous catalysis, enzyme catalyzed reaction, liquid catalyzed reaction. First of all, enzyme catalyzed reaction antu alla, because nickel is not an enzyme. Okay, what they have given, presence of finely divided nickel as a catalyst. Nickel is a metal, so it is not liquid catalyzed reaction. Now it should be either option A or B. B, homogeneous catalysis. We are taking oil, hydrogen is a gas, okay, then we are treating it with a solid catalyst. Of course, all the phases are different. It is not homogeneous catalysis, it is heterogeneous catalysis. Okay. Next question what we have is, which of the following is not a favorable condition for physical adsorption? What are they asking? They are asking about physical adsorption. Physical adsorption. So here option A, high temperature, option B, high pressure, option C, higher critical temperature of adsorbate, option D, low temperature. Which is not favorable condition is what they are asking. So high temperature is the correct answer. Higher the temperature, the particles start moving more randomly, they get more energy, and due to which adsorption becomes little difficult. So this is not a favorable condition. High pressure, of course, it's a favorable condition, more adsorption can happen. Higher critical temperature of adsorbate. What is this? Higher critical temperature of adsorbate means when it is a gas which is getting adsorbed on the solid surface, the gas is having a higher critical temperature, that means the amount of adsorption is also more. Higher the critical temperature, more adsorption. What is critical temperature? The temperature above which the gas cannot be liquefied. Okay, so you have to remember this as well. And low temperature is actually favorable. So these three options are the correct one, and option A is not favorable. That is what they have asked in this question. Okay, next is question number 33. The metal extracted by leaching with cyanide is, what is it? Leaching with cyanide they are asking is aluminium, it is silver or copper or sodium. Leaching with cyanide, two metals in hydrometallurgy which you have learnt, which uses this process, that is silver and gold. So it is option B. I shall write the reaction for you all. Ag2S NaCN will give NaAgCN2 plus Na2S. Okay, we have 4 over here. We have 4 over here and we have 2 over here. So it is balanced now. For this one, when scrap zinc is added, silver will precipitate. Okay, so that is the reaction here. Next one, extraction of chlorine from brine solution is based on oxidation, chlorination, reduction, acidification. Brine solution means it is sodium chloride, what is there, or sodium chloride solution, concentrated one. So you have sodium chloride, chlorine is the one which is getting liberated. So chlorine, Cl minus, enagutilli, Cl2 plus 2 electrons will be liberated if I take 2 chloride ions. So what is loss of electron? Loss of electron is oxidation. So it is option A. Next question, which of the following elements form p-pi bond with itself? Nitrogen, phosphorus, selenium or tellurium. Okay, so here which one will form p-pi bond with itself? To form p-pi bond with itself, first of all the size of the atom should be smaller. Okay, here which is the smallest one which is there? that is nitrogen. So of course nitrogen is the correct answer because it's the smallest atom which can form p-pi bond with itself. Okay, the others, because of the larger size, they will not be able to form p-pi bond with itself. Okay, so next question, which one of the following metal oxide exhibit amphoteric nature? CaO, Na2O, BaO, Al2O3. So they are asking which is amphoteric in nature. If you observe very carefully, you have sodium and aluminium coming in the third period. That is, you have sodium, then you have magnesium, then you have aluminium, okay, then silicon, then phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. So as we move along the period, acidic character increases. So here Na2O is strong base, its basic character, whereas as we come towards the end of that period, you have all acids, but aluminium, you can observe it is in between. That is why aluminium oxide is the one which is amphoteric in nature. Why not barium oxide or calcium oxide? That is, see, that comes under group 2. That is, you have beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. As we come down the group, acidic character decreases. Okay, so these are bases what you have. They are not amphoteric, they are bases. Okay, so aluminium oxide is the one which is the correct answer. Next one, select the wrong chemical reaction among the following. MnO2 plus 4HCl, MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2O, NH3 with chlorine, ammonium chloride and nitrogen gas, sodium hydroxide with chlorine, sodium chloride, hydrogen gas and oxygen. This is the one which is wrong. Okay, I shall write the correct reactions for you all. Calcium hydroxide with chlorine will give CaOCl2, CaCl2 and 2H2O. That's also correct. So option C is the one which is wrong. There are two reactions which you have learnt as cold and dilute and then hot and concentrated solution reactions. So what is it? So the reactions goes like this, which is the correct one I am writing. Okay, that is, you take chlorine with NaOH, which is cold and dilute. Okay, the reaction mixture is cold and dilute. Then you get NaCl plus NaOCl and H2O. Okay, I haven't balanced the equation. I shall do so. Here it is 2. Now there is one more reaction here. Excess of chlorine and you have sodium hydroxide which is hot and concentrated. Then you will get NaCl plus NaClO3 plus H2O, and here the balancing is 3, 6, then you have 5 and 3. Okay, but both the reactions you observe, do we have hydrogen and oxygen which is getting liberated? No, it is not getting liberated. That is the reason that's the wrong option. Okay, next question. Which one of the following noble gas has an unusual property of diffusing through the material such as rubber, glass or plastic? Neon, argon, krypton, helium. Helium is the second lightest. Helium is the correct answer as it is the lightest, second lightest element or the lightest among the noble gases. It has low boiling point as well as it is having its own inertness, low solubility, as well as it can diffuse quite fast through rubber, glass or plastics. Okay, so the correct answer is helium. Next one. The magnetic nature of elements depend on the presence of unpaired electrons. Identify the configuration of transition element which show highest magnetic moment. Highest magnetic moment, if you have to get, it should have highest unpaired electrons. So we have to see which one has the highest unpaired electrons. Just by looking into the options you can tell the correct answer. It is 3d5. Why? Because it has got 5 unpaired electrons. How many? 5 unpaired electrons is present in option B, that is 3d5. Whereas in 3d7 what will happen? There is pairing up which is taking place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are only 3 unpaired electrons. 3d8, one more will come. So it is 2 unpaired electrons. 3d2, it has got only 2 unpaired electrons. So the unpaired electron increases, that will have highest magnetic moment. So it is option B. Next one, which of the following statement is wrong regarding the lanthanoids? Lanthanide 3 compounds are generally colorless. Lanthanide 3 compounds are predominantly ionic in character. The ionic size of lanthanoid ions decreases with the increase in atomic number. Ln3 hydroxides are mainly basic in nature. They are asking which is wrong. Okay, option A is wrong because they are not colorless. They show different colors. Okay, rest all are exactly right about Ln3 ions, especially of lanthanoids. Okay, next one. So the next 20 questions I shall solve in part 3 of Karnataka CET 2017 chemistry question paper. Thank you, my dear children.